Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're here doing a hardware review for a laptop. Not our usual fare here at bn-games.com, but we don't usually get new laptops. And today we are reviewing the HP Pavilion g7-2320dx. That's a bit of a mouthful. It is a 17.3-inch laptop, and it does feature an AMD A8 4500M quad-core processor. Basically, it's a mobile quad-core processor, and it has built onto it an AMD Radeon HD 7640 graphics unit. It is an APU instead of just a CPU. It is a very nice processor, pretty quick, and you can see here I'm unboxing it. There's the battery, which is a 6-cell lithium-ion. Would have liked a larger battery if possible, but it does the job. This system comes built in with 4 gigs of RAM, and that's pretty adequate, although I would probably recommend putting in at least 2 more if you're going to do any kind of gaming, anything graphics intensive. Otherwise, if you're just going to do basic browsing, this is a great machine. It is a intro machine. It is a starter machine. It costs $429 average. Best Buy has it for $429, which is where we got it. And it's a great machine for your basic use, and it will do some gaming, but don't expect extreme performance for the price. I do have some complaints, however. The chassis is made of a cheap plastic, which bends and flexes very easily, and this is problematic, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of traveling. So it's a very light laptop, but it's not built particularly well. Thankfully, though, the internal hardware is great. It really does the job, and for $429, you're getting a lot of internal hardware for the money. The system's biggest flaw, and this may be where the comments are going to get nasty, is Windows 8. The system comes pre-installed with Windows 8 64-bit, which you can see here I'm using, and it is its biggest flaw. If this was running Windows 7, I would be much happier with the hardware in general, but it is usable, and it is very likely if you do have Windows 7, you could possibly reformat the system. If you're just someone who is looking for a machine for your everyday use, as I've said a couple times now, and you just want a laptop that's reliable, fast, and will play your videos, DVDs, Netflix streaming, this has its own dedicated app, all of those sorts of things with wireless. This is, you really can't do any better, especially for a 17.3-inch screen. The screen is really nice. It's not the best in its class, but it's bright. You might turn down the brightness possibly, but it's got good colors and looks pretty good for what you get. This laptop comes with 2 USB 3.0 slots and 1 USB 2.0 slot, so all of your next-gen devices will take advantage of the full bandwidth necessary if they're 3.0 devices, which is nice. This also comes with 1 HDMI out port for your LCD TVs or LCD monitors, so you can run it in multi-monitor. And it also comes with 1 VGA out port as well, which is it's a nice addition, considering that's becoming much more rare with HDMI really taking over the market as the primary output slot. Overall, it's hard to point you in a different direction for a laptop of the similar price range. At 17.3 inches, you're getting a lot of hardware for your money. With the exception of 2 flaws, that of the chassis being made of a cheap plastic, which can flex and break if you're not careful with it, if you travel, if you have children, if you're rough with your hardware in general, and Windows 8, which is pre-installed, which is not really HP's fault, it's just because Microsoft has released Windows 8, and that's the standard at this point. Those are the only 2 nagging flaws. Other than that, for the price, you get a lot. And if you're technically savvy, you can fix the Windows issue by either reinstalling Windows 7, Unix, Linux, or any other platform you might have, so you can fix that issue yourself. If you're just a standard user and just need something that works right out of the gate, it doesn't require a lot of setup, and does all your browsing needs, your video needs, you really can't go wrong. For $429, it's really a bargain. There are other laptops of similar power, similar hardware in the AMD and Intel range by different manufacturers, but personally, I'm an HP fan when it comes to laptops and Windows desktops in the business environment and for recreational use. So I tend to stick with HP, and they've always been reliable. And this machine, it's great value for what it is. If you're looking for something in this range, at that price range, completely recommend it. bn-games.com gives it a 4 out of 5 stars. Please subscribe and let us know what you think. Thank you.